The night the drums went silent in Umwaka village, even the moon refused to shine. A cold wind carried the news before the words arrived. Okeke, the strongest hunter in the land, had fallen beneath the tusks of a wounded elephant. By dawn, his body lay wrapped in woven mats, and beside him sat his wife, Amina, her wrapper dusted with ash, her eyes hollow like dry wells. When Amina cried, it was not the loud wail the villagers expected. It was a low, trembling sound, like the earth cracking during Harmattan. It was the cry of a woman whose world had been split in two. For years, Amina had walked behind her husband with quiet pride. She pounded yam before sunrise, fetched water from the river, and sang while grinding millet. Together they had built their hut from red clay and laughter. Together they had dreamed of watching their son grow tall like the Iroko tree. Now the hut felt too wide. The mortar lay untouched. The laughter had fled. On the seventh day, the elders gathered beneath the Baobab tree. Their voices were stern. According to custom, Amina must shave her hair, sit in mourning for months, and drink from the bitter calabash to prove she had not brought misfortune upon her husband. Amina bowed her head, but inside her heart burned. That night, as the village slept, she sat alone by the dying fire. Her son, little Chidi, stared beside her and whispered, "Mama, will Papa come back when the rains return?" Her breath caught in her throat. "No, my child," she said softly, "but his strength lives in you." The next morning, when the women came to shave her hair, Amina arose before them. Her tears had dried, her back was straight. "I will mourn my husband," she said, her voice steady, "but I will not drink bitterness for a death I did not cause. I will raise my son with honor, and I will not be broken twice." The courtyard fell silent. No widow had spoken so before. Some shook their heads, others whispered in disapproval, but an old grandmother stepped forward, her face lined with wisdom. "Let the woman grieve in dignity," she said. "The elephant killed the man, not his wife." Slowly, the tension loosened like a tight knot unraveling. Amina was allowed to mourn without humiliation. She walked her husband's farm with blistered hands. She sold vegetables in the market. At night, when grief returned like an unwelcome guest, she held her son and wept quietly, but she did not surrender. Seasons passed. The boy grew strong. The villagers began to speak of Amina not as the broken widow, but as the woman who stood taller than sorrow. Years later, when her son became a respected teacher, Amina stood once more beneath the baobab tree. This time, her cry was different. It was a cry of triumph, a sound of pain transformed into power. For grief may bend a woman, but it does not have the right to bury her. Moral: even when life breaks your heart, you must not allow it to break your spirit. Strength is not the absence of tears, it is rising after the fall.
Follow for more stories.